Hi everybody, I'm Mike, and this is Prison Architect, but it's not regular Prison Architect. Well, it's regular Prison Architect, but it's not my regular series. Um, so I decided to play some Prison Architect, just for funsies, over the weekend, and I wanted to take some of the stuff that I had learned through, comments from, uh, from you, plus some of the stuff that I learned kind of on my own while doing the series. And I, started off with all the same things that I started off with in my other series with the additional grants mod and whatnot. And this is what I came up with. Now, I didn't plan on like showing this or anything like that. Like I said, this was just for fun because I play video games for the hell of it sometimes, Um, but yeah, this was really interesting to me because it just kind of shows that I don't know, things fallen a little bit more into place, and I don't know if it's that I make more mistakes because I'm talking, I don't think things out, maybe I don't think more long term because I'm playing in 15-minute chunks, or what, but yeah, this seems to be running really well. As you can tell, I've got a lot of cash, good daily cash flow, got lots of guards. I have no problems with any sort of possibility of rioting. I've got space for 52 people, and yeah, my prison's going to be pretty close to maxed out. So let's give you the grand tour. We've got our laundry facilities here, and our workshop. And as you can see, I've really prettied up the place. Like I've done a lot of aesthetic kind of stuff to it. Just because, I had the extra money left over, and, well, I wouldn't say left over, but I've been making significant amounts of money, so as a result, whenever I get money in every day, I just kind of do stuff like this and differentiate my prison from, like, a stock prison. And, I don't know, it makes the game a little bit more fun, to me anyway, and yeah. So like I was saying, this is my laundry area, and I've got a bunch of machines, I've got some ironing boards, CCTV in here, a bunch of laundry baskets, and all that fun stuff. Workshop saw, workshop press, I've got 6 of each, and I'm churning out tons of license plates, and they put everything up on the table instead of just stacking them on the floor like they were in the beginning of when I was kind of doing stuff. The infirmary, which doesn't get used very much, the morgue, which hasn't been used at all, the holding cell, which doesn't get used at all except for as some sort of guard congregation area, solitary, which gets used, yeah, reasonably often, I suppose, but nothing major. The visitation area, which is nice and big. The common room, which has a bunch of stuff in it. 2 shower facilities. This one's kind of grimy, but... And it seems that only one of them ever gets really used at a time. Like, when there's a big shower rush, everybody will pile into one. And then when they've got free time, they'll go into like the other one, which is weird. This was the original cell block that I had constructed, and then almost right away I made cell block B here. I only made 5 offices, and one of them is a guard station, which, as you can see, is a lot smaller and more compact than my other one. And yeah, this one is set up optimally the way that you would want it to be set up, and it takes up a lot less space. And we got somebody patrolling, so we've always got somebody keeping their eye on the CCTV. I had the foreman on, but I mean, he did all of the stuff that he needed to do in terms of the bureaucracy research. And then I was like, I don't need him around anymore, so I got rid of him. And that freed up this office. Everybody else here is doing something actively, important. Got the cleaning cupboard, which is its own kind of room, house, shack, whatever. And it's got a CCTV in it, and the storage area where my workmen hang out when they're not doing anything. Cell block C, cell block D, these are a little bit smaller. They only hold 10 people instead of 16, which is my standard. And our yard, I could extend it down to here, but I don't really need to, because we've only got, at most 52 people, and this easily holds that. Yeah. So we've got the canteen here, where everybody comes to eat and sometimes hang out. The kitchen, and yeah, so let's go and look at some of the other stuff which you might be interested in. I've got everything researched except for, the lawyer. So, this is my infrastructure, and I laid all this down before I got anybody, before I laid down any foundations for any buildings, which is something that I usually do anyway. But this is the way I set it up, and as you may or may not be able to tell, I've got 3 different power stations, and they are on, 3 different circuits. And this one's actually fairly taxed because it, does all the stuff for my workshop and my laundromat, as well as, providing power to, what building? Oh, this is the medical center, and solitary, and here. These don't draw much power, but obviously these draw power like crazy. And as well, I mean, I've got metal detectors at the doors where anything in terms of contraband could be, taken out. So, if you can get contraband, like, I mean, this is the visitation. Like, this is the visitation room. And this right here is the common room. And this here is the medical center. Obviously, this is the shop. This is the laundromat. Those all have metal detectors, as well as the canteen and the cleaning cupboard. So if you can get anything out of there to, make mischief with, there's a metal detector there, and I have caught tons of people that way. Also, I mean, my guard presence is huge, right? I mean, I've got essentially 1 guard for every 2 people. I've got like a bunch of guards. I've got a guard doing like a perimeter, which is faster because I've paved everything. All that fun stuff. Anyway, so this right here is, oh, I should turn off my intake, because I'm not going to have room for those guys. Let's turn that off. But yeah, and obviously something went down while I was showing you all this, because, yeah, there's people waiting to go into solitary and lockdown. And there's also people waiting to go home. But this right here is my utility screen. Deployment, we've got this, which is set to minimum security, this, which is set to minimum security, this is all set to open, like unlocked. because I mean everybody should have access to these things, in my humble opinion. My guard station, uh, like the security station and the storage area, are both staff only. My deployment, I have somebody kind of doing a walk around for the perimeter, and I have enough guards where I can put somebody in every cell block, each of the showers, which is, I know, a little creepy, but 2 people in the canteen. I guess 2 people in the yard, although I don't really need anybody set up there. 1 person in the laundry, 1 person in the workshop, 1 person in visitation, 1 person in the common room. Um, so yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of people just walking around. So as a result, I mean, I don't have a lot of problems. If, somebody sets off a metal detector, they're on it right away. Contraband is not a huge problem. Let's check out my valuation. Oh, I had an escape. Oh, crap. Well then, that's interesting. I don't know when that happened. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it happened 4 hours ago. It happened while I was making this video. Figures. Everything was going pretty well. But yeah, I mean, I'm netting $1,000 a day. I've still got some grants left, although, I mean, I'd have to expand my prison. I mean, I can meet this, but I think I might have already met that, as a matter of fact. Oh, you can change these. That I didn't know. Solitary. For escape attempt, should be 24 hours. Oh, that's solitary. These I didn't know. This is my regime. Inmates sleep from 11 to 4. They get up at 5 to shower. They have 2 hours to eat in the morning, 2 hours of free time, so they have time for visitation in the morning. They work from 10 to 3. And then they have an hour of yard, which is the mandatory yard time. Then they have 2 hours to eat, and then the rest of their time is free time, where they can get in, again, another 2 hours of visitation, and then 2 hours to do whatever the heck they want. Apparently something else went down. Somebody is going into lockdown. Contraband, well, what you gonna do? The supply and demand is not great. These are the current needs. I've never been able to read these super well, but I mean, everything seems to be okay. The end of the workday, I mean, hygiene's going to be a little bit higher, but they're going to have free time soon, so they'll be able to go take a shower. Jobs, obviously you don't want to go through all that, but and staff, all of my guards are doing all sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, so in short, that is kind of what it looks like when I play Prison Architect, and I am kind of doing my thing. And like I said, I mean, I've learned a lot of stuff since I started the newest series. But yeah, this is my current prison right now. I started playing it, I mean, this afternoon. And I've sunk probably a solid, I don't know. I played some Minecraft for a few hours, talked to a couple of my friends. I don't know, 5, 6 hours into this, maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right. Maybe even 6 or 7 hours. So that is what it is looking like currently in my single player just kind of messing around game. So hopefully I'll be able to translate some of this knowledge into my current game and try to salvage what I've got. And when when or if I don't know, start another prison, I'll have a nice little basis, and hopefully I'll be able to do something like this that works well and looks pretty okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to go through my whole regular spiel because this was kind of an impromptu video that I'm recording at nearly 1:30 in the morning on Sunday morning. But yeah, I've been Mike, you've been you, and thanks very much for watching.